Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a developer, you know the drill. You write some code, you open a pull request, and then you wait, and sometimes you find yourself with a colossal PR, a monstrous beast of a change that nobody wants to review. Well, get ready, because GitHub just dropped a game changer that has the entire developer community, especially Hacker News, buzzing like a server room on overdrive. We're talking about *stacked PRs, and they are officially live on GitHub. This isn't just a minor update. This could fundamentally reshape how we collaborate, review code, and ship features. For years, developers have yearned for a better way to manage complex features that inherently involve multiple, interdependent changes. The traditional single PR model often forces you into a dilemma. Either create one gigantic PR that's a nightmare to review, or manually chain smaller, dependent PRs, a process ripe with manual rebasing, merge conflicts, and headaches. This challenge has been a consistent source of friction in many software teams, leading to slower review cycles and increased context switching. That's where stacked PRs come in. They address this very pain point head on. Imagine a feature like implementing a new authentication system. This isn't just one change. It's likely a sequence. Perhaps an initial database migration, then adding new API endpoints, then updating the front-end UI, and finally, adding comprehensive tests. In the old world, you'd either submit one massive PR, or painstakingly create PRA, wait for it to merge, then create PRB based on A, wait for that to merge, and so on. This sequential merge process can be incredibly slow and frustrating, leaving developers in a constant state of waiting. With stacked PRs, GitHub is introducing native support for this common pattern. The core idea is simple yet powerful. You create a small, self-contained PR for your first change. Then, instead of waiting for it to merge, you branch off that PR's branch for your next change, creating a second PR. You continue this process, creating a stack of dependent pull requests. Each PR in the stack builds on the one before it. The magic happens in how GitHub now visualizes and manages these relationships. When you view a PR that's part of a stack, GitHub provides clear visual indicators. You'll see which PRs it depends on and which PRs depend on *it. This creates a transparent chain of changes, giving reviewers immediate context. No more guessing which branch is based on what. A reviewer can look at the top of the stack and see the entire sequence, understanding the logical progression of the feature. One of the biggest benefits is the ability to review smaller, more focused chunks of code. Instead of grappling with a 1,000-line PR, a reviewer can focus on a 50-line database migration in PR number 1, then a 70-line API endpoint change in PR number 2, and so on. This significantly reduces cognitive load, making reviews faster, more thorough, and less prone to overlooking critical issues. Developers can address feedback on an individual PR within the stack without disrupting the entire feature development. A green checkmark for one PR means it's ready, even if the subsequent PRs are still being reviewed. Another huge win is parallelization. While you might still need to merge the base PRs sequentially, the * review process can happen concurrently. Reviewers can be looking at different layers of your stack at the same time. This is a massive time saver for teams working on complex features, accelerating the overall delivery pipeline. Think of a reviewer seeing multiple open pull request cards on a dashboard, each with its own specific changes. GitHub's new UI for stacked PRs includes features like a visual Stack Explorer or timeline, showing the relationship between different PRs. If you land on a specific PR, you'll immediately see its position within the stack. It highlights whether it's the root PR, an intermediate PR, or the head PR. This visual representation is key to understanding the context quickly and efficiently, especially when dealing with multiple contributors on a single large feature. You might see specific file icons, directory structures, and even a visual diff tool highlighting changes in a code block. What does this mean for your workflow? It means more granular control over your changes. It means potentially faster iterations and quicker time to market for complex features. It means less stress for both authors and reviewers. It means developers can stay in flow state longer, knowing that their small, atomic changes can be reviewed and approved independently, even if the larger feature isn't fully ready to merge to main. We're talking about a significant improvement in developer experience and team collaboration. Of course, like any new feature, there will be a learning curve. Teams will need to adapt their internal guidelines and potentially their tooling. However, the foundational benefits, clarity, smaller reviews, and improved parallelization, are so compelling that this feature is likely to be rapidly adopted. Hacker news threads are already filled with developers sharing their excitement, discussing best practices, and even recalling how they've tried to implement similar workflows manually for years using custom scripts or third-party tools. This move by GitHub demonstrates their continued commitment to enhancing the developer experience and streamlining modern software development workflows. Stacked PRs aren't just a convenience. They're a strategic improvement that empowers teams to tackle larger problems with greater agility and confidence. So, if you haven't already, head over to GitHub and explore this new feature. Try it out on your next complex task. See how it transforms your code review process. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited about stacked PRs? How do you think this will impact your